without a solid tank. But without further ado, we're going to be jumping straight into game number 1 of this second semi-finals for today. And this is going to be SMOS SNE going up against Clover on the red side.
Alright, so as expected, we can expect that a Feed who's currently using the Grog will try to do the jungle invade, and exactly what we predicted is trying to do that. But of course, it's a cliche move by now. They all know that a Grog user is going to do that. So Alice is ready to help Mano to protect the buff, and it shouldn't be a problem. I don't think Feed is able to steal the buff away anyway.
Well, Feed is going to take a little bit more harassments here. Meanwhile, VV a little bit late to the party, but somehow SMOS SNE, they are going to try and secure the little wonder for themselves. But Alice, oh wow,
Alice.
getting rid of the damage, but VV, oh my goodness, missing the auto attack on the minion itself. That is just so unfortunate. Meanwhile, bottom side as well, our Dam is going to steal the orange buff against Mano. This is a huge steal coming from Team Clover.
Oh, it's crazy. It could have been a first blood if we just didn't rely too much on the auto attack and focus onto other side. But yeah, Alice got away with it.
Yeah, imagine, right? If VV actually got the kill on top of stealing this orange buff, that would have been huge for Clover. But still, it is still a small win in the hands of Clover. Meanwhile, bottom side as well, XME, TY is going to take a little bit of damage, but he's going to be A-OK. Mano, however, not too happy of losing his orange buff to the Link early on.
Okay, so it's going to be Mano against B together with Soleil, while TY is at the behind. TY with about 40% of health. Needs to be careful. Okay, backup is in the house. Alice is here, but they're not going to make any big engagement so far. They know they're going up against a Grog. Not the one that you want to engage very early on, especially he's a tank, but Che seems to be harassed and needs to back up.
This is going to be a very difficult situation here. Great Sanguine Claw comes in, but Che, like you said as well, is a little bit low. Here comes a Feather Extra. VV flickering forward and getting the first blood. Great attempt there. However, the turtle is going to be up for grabs as of now. TY going for the attempt as well. And no way, TY stealing the wall charge, getting the combo, and they also coming on top with the turtle, but Feed. Oh, okay. Wow, that's a big turn of events for SMOS SNE. I'm surprised they were able to come on top with this place.
Yeah, but they're not done yet though. Just look at this. They're going up against Ardam, and Ardam now trying to win a fight and trying to get a kill against TY, but not able to do so. However, the buff has been stolen. And to be fair, there was nothing that Feed could do. He could just, give himself to the turret, and anyway, he would die.
Yeah, the heals coming from Alice is going to give them a little bit more sustain, and that's the beauty of the Rafaela itself. Meanwhile, Niker going to be invaded, but there's only so much he can do. So SMOS SNE, even though they had a very rocky start, they are able to redeem themselves with a couple of very interesting plays. So nicely done coming from them. But as of yet, bottom side, I'm a little bit worried because in terms of marksman department, I'm surprised that they have a Valentina XP lane who's, they don't. Instead of that, I was expecting maybe the Valentina is going to be played on the mage role rather than that.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of a difference here. But okay, what hasn't changed is that Niker is still at the top lane. Now it's going to be 3v1 and Niker. He's not going to be able to survive this. Niker, yep, they're just going to go all out on him. And with that kill, well, it's still early for them to take down the turret, but they could chip it as much as possible.
Yep, there's going to be a lot of gold platings in the hands of Apule for that trade-off as of yet. But meanwhile, Mano is going to be here. Feed going to be exposing a little bit more. I think he's going to try and make an attempt. However, this is going to be a setup as well. VV looking for the stun. He does chain it way through, but looks like Clover, they don't exactly want to fight this as of yet. TY seems to be playing a little bit of aggressive, but winning his matchup against Soleil.
As we can see here, Feed is just roaming from the top lane to the middle lane. He's just messing everyone around. He knows that, okay, if I can't mess with you inside your jungle, I'll mess with you in all your lanes. That's going to be his objective now.
Yep, it seems like that is going to be the case for now. Meanwhile, do you see Feed going to be going to invade once again? They are going to try and force a retribution. Seems like Mano is going to get it, but nope. Retribution still intact. Turtle is going to be up for contest as well. And here comes the OK Shadow Q making the play. Feather Astra is going to scare SMOS SNE off, but the Turtle will be secure in the hands of Clover. And that's the amount of AoE CC zone control that Clover has.
Yeah, they're not afraid of VV at all. So they just went inside and VV is forced to retreat. But now looking at the bottom lane, Niker going up against Adam and Soleil. 2v1, they're probably going to get it. Niker is currently in trouble. Niker, 50% health. They're going to go for the turret down. Niker will be taken down. Soleil still alive, but Soleil can't get away as much as Ling. Ardam with the Ling, very mobile, not going to catch him just yet.
Oh, Ardam getting a little bit greedy there. Mano hoping to get the kill. Unfortunately, that should be all. So that's going to be a 1-for-1 trade-off, but meanwhile, punishing Nike once again. That is huge coming from Clover to make sure that their marksman is going to be up ahead against SMOS SNE's marksman. Meanwhile, nothing much is happening, but like I said as well, the poke strategy coming from SMOS SNE is good, but at the same time, it's just as the game drags on by, I'm a little bit more worried on how they are going to be able to shut down both Soleil as well as Feed with this annoying tank composition.
Oh, okay, but talking about annoying tank composition, so Soleil is going to play the solo tank role at the bottom lane, just pulling Nike as well as Alice was him opening a lot more space towards the top lane and maybe the mid lane as well, as both of them go on the Soleil, but with the help of the turret, it's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, Bravo drivers being expanded as well to clear the minion wave. Soleil is doing a fantastic job. Meanwhile, here comes Yao Feed here with the conceal play, but he misses the wall charge. That's going to be a very unfortunate event. But looks like they just don't have the damage to do so. They need Ardem in this vicinity, and so far we haven't seen too much action coming from him. You know, he's gonna get harassed. TY is gonna be in the vicinity. TY now getting giant out as well. Here comes the play. He stole the thing. Oh, he missed the steal. He did not get the Tempest of Play to iframe his way out of the situation, so he's gonna die there. Ardem, however, gonna be able to escape the mist of it all.
Interestingly, TY saw Ardem moving towards the top lane, but somehow he still went there all alone, and that was a bit uncalled for. But now Ardem very, very mobile, trying to get Naka at the middle lane. Naka now down to 10% of health, and Naka will be taken out by Ardem.
Oh, mega kill for Ardem as of yet. This is doing very, very well for Team Clover. Meanwhile, a sneaky play as well, because while that is actually happening, Mano was solo killing the turtle and steals it away. Now he's gonna get caught out. He's gonna be in trouble, but a big Sanguine Claw stops him in the track. And OK Shadow Q completely dodging the Rafa Triads, and he's gonna be A-OK. So great play from SMOS there, but unfortunate for Clover. Meanwhile, bottom lane for Apule is gonna get solo killed right now because TY is looking for the plays, and that is gonna be the power of the Valentina.
Oh, and that was a good kill down there. But now look at the middle. Cheche is in trouble. This time he better back out. Before this, he overstayed inside the mid lane, cost him his life, but now he learned his lesson. Alice took over the mid lane, and he goes back, rejuvenates himself, and come back to the battlefield.
Yep. And it seems like mid control is going to be the way to go coming in from both teams as of yet. You can see Clover is banging on the mid lane to try and open up map control for the next Lord fight, which is going to be happening very, very soon. But as of yet, as you can see, nothing much is happening from both teams. And in terms of economy-wise as well, they're still 50-50, 5 for 5. But looks like there is going to be a concealed play up top. Clover looking for a play. Unfortunately, Nike is already there. Wall charge preemptively to try and catch people in the bush. Unfortunately, not going to happen.
But check this out. In the middle, we have TY currently in trouble. But Ardem couldn't finish off the job. But at the same time, we can see that Feed is coming in. Feed couldn't finish it at all, but Feed looks like he's in trouble instead. The counter on the Feed. TY gets the kill. They try to get more, but it is Soleil. So Soleil is not the one that they want to see.
Oh, that was a big steal as well with the Feather Edge right coming from TY. Just using your enemies' ultimates as your own. And that's the beauty of Valentina. If you give them good ultimates, this is the power of what Valentina brings to the table. Ardem, however, a little bit too low. He's in a bit of trouble, but here comes the ambush. And TY, they got him! They shut him down! This is huge coming from SMOS there, and that's exactly who they needed to kill.
Oh, very, very smart play coming in from TY as well as Alice. They waited for the right moment. They anticipated that Ardem would follow their route back, and they took that to their advantage. And now with that kill, it opens an opportunity for them to take down the Lord without the retribution for the side of Clover. It will be an easy job for them.
Yep, there's nothing they can do. But seems like Clover, they are going to try and make an attempt for it. Feed is going to open up the map. Unfortunately, the Lord is going to be taken out. However, he's going to be in trouble. War charge, he needs to run for away, and he's going to be A-OK. So SMOS there, however, going to be looking to place. War charge stolen coming in from TY. And that's going to be a huge factor in setting up the place. The Lord is going to be pushing from top side for now. But that should be it coming in from SMOS SNE.
Okay, so we have it. A Nike farming as much as possible, taking as much opportunity as possible. But now with the Lord being pushed up at the top lane, it's very, very likely that we'll see the turret being taken down. Now at the same time, the mid lane being defended by the side of Clover. But the top lane, Ardem is there to finish off Nike. Nike's in trouble. 2v1. Nike makes a run for it. Can he run away? Ardem catches him, and Ardem gets the kill.
Oh, that's just unfortunate. Oh, the wall charge from TY timed it from the Tempest's blade. He gets the kill on Ardem. That's the second time he's died so far. But the fight will continue. As you can see, SMOS SNE, they're going for the push as well. OK Shadow Q catches on the VV, but the Farsad dies in mid-air, and that is going to be Clover losing out the trade-offs. SMOS SNE getting a little bit too much with this fight, and as you can see, The OK Shadow Kill is going to be available. The Hayabusa going to be focusing on objectives.
Small, now they're putting up a big performance.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Small SNE just played out of his mind. What a clutch coming from TY, especially with the initial catch. But seems like it's not over yet. Clover gonna fight back as well. They've got the Rafaela to keep them alive. But Cecilia gets a nice catch. Soleil, they don't have the Robert Drive, but Sol doesn't connect. Shadow Kill comes in, and Soleil needs to make a run for it. He's gonna be A-OK. Feather Strike as well, gonna be scaring them off. Here comes a big Tempest Blade, catches Rafaela, and Ardem almost gets the second, but he needs to make a run for it. He's gonna be A-OK. Wall block comes in, feed all by himself, almost feeding his life, but he is going to be able to make it out alive.
Oh, Ardam now retreats back and reset, but they got a good counter onto the side of SMOS SNE. But wait for it.
This is risky. This is risky. They see him, but at the same time, you know what? This is too risky to make a play.
Oh, yeah, TY was waiting.
No, TY!
TY! Oh, Ardam passing back to TY, and TY now catching Ardam. Ardam can get away. Yes, he can. His teammates are there.
Oh my goodness, that was so close. TY with the wall charge. Immediately thought he got enough damage, almost close enough to get the kill. However, they will survive. Meanwhile, forcing this fight, SMOS SNE, they managed to get a pick off onto his BB. Unfortunately, say that should be all, but SMOS SNE, look at this. Ardem is not too happy with the trade ball. He wants to trade a little bit more. He's going for the Tempest Blade, tries to take it in fight on GJ. He goes for the craze, he gets the kill, he redeems himself, and now everyone from SMOS SNE needs to make a run for it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, now Nika is trying to get something for himself, but again, it's Soleil moving into the bushes, and that's not the one that he wants, and now Nika will be counted as Nika will need to retreat.
Oh my goodness, this is so hard to play. SMOS SNE arguably has the economy lead, but at the same time, they just don't have the front line to deal with Soleil, as well as the Grok is just so tanky, and they have to continue with this poke. Valentina to be coming into place.
Oh, Soleil, not the target that he wants. He cannot overcommit onto Soleil. Now everyone's trying to get the Lord, but then again, Soleil is super low at this moment. And finally, Feed, he gets one for himself, but then again, the counter fire as TY goes down, Soleil goes down. Now Nika goes down. Only one more left. Can he get Mano? But Mano on Mano, not able to do so.
Yeah, this is very difficult territories here, and you can see immediately as well how long they took actually to kill Soleil. But at the same time, SMOS SNE, they are going to be having relying on TY in this next few fights. This Valentina cannot afford to die, and look at this, Divine Clave purchase up on TY means that he is going to have even stronger initial burst. So hopefully this is going to be enough to catch Clover off guard in this situation. But as yet, JJ cannot afford to die. Here comes the better try. I think he's going to be A-OK. Pops the bat as well with the wall charge. He's going to sacrifice his life, but Feed gets a very nice pick off. Mano, however, going to be in a little bit of trouble. The crits come in. Oh, did not expect the true damage crit coming in from Ardem to get the kill. And he's going to be able to escape this. And looks like Clover, they are going to desperately try to force a Lord fight with Ardem in the vicinity.
And Clover, they can because it's a 5-in-3 scenario. They have the advantage now. And right at this moment, SMOS SNE, they need to buy time for their teammates to come up. But will there be enough?
TY does have the wall charge waiting for the right moment as well, but Nika all by himself tried to do a little bit chip damage. He got Apule, and this is huge. It is going to scare Clover off as well. The Lord still being reset as well, but seems like it is going to be reset, and Ardem will get a double kill looking for the triple. Alice running for it. They're alive. Can she escape? Absolutely not.
Oh, no triple, but that kill was given to Soleil, the Bellering, and that would still open up space for them to get the Lord. Lord definitely secured by Clover, and there's nothing that SMOS SNE can do about it.
Yep, the Lord is going to be coming in. Mano trying to go for a cheeky play. Can he go for the steal? Seems like got a short kill. Can he go for retribution? It's down to who's going to get it? And it seems like he steals it away. Comes up on top. And now Ardem is going to try and get a little bit more kills already. They take Mano's life, but the Lord is in SMOS SNE's vicinity. Oh my goodness, the timing could not have been better.
Could not have been better. Ardem wasn't ready with the retribution, and the retribution coming in was a perfect timing. Amazing in it. Imagine they lost this Lord. They could have lost the entire game.
Yeah, that was a very risky play, but it was a necessary one as well, considering that towards the later stage of the game, SMOS SNE has a very strong Cecilia that may or may not just completely one-shot any backline DPS coming from Clover. So this is a very important moment. The longer this game drags out, SMOS SNE is gonna hit even harder.
Yes, they are. Just look at this. They were behind before this, at least in terms of network. But now, despite them having lesser kills, they have more network than Clover. It just shows that they are set up for the late game.
Yeah, this is so difficult to play. But Clover now has played this a little bit safe. Arden reviews the position. Here comes the Terrify. Where's the JCC? But the Sanguine Claw a little bit too late. He's going to be A-okay. But here comes the re-engagement coming from Clover to try to make things work better. Airstrike will be expended, but it is going to not do too much. But here comes Sanguine Claw catching Soleil. He's got the benches, but unfortunately, we're not going to do too much. TY steals the war charge, connects on tree, makes a run for it. He escapes it all, but will eventually die. But here comes the re-engagement from SMOS SNE to try to pick them all off. And Clover, they're running for their lives. Apule, 1 HP, feet as well. Down was the last as well. But do they see him? Do they want to catch him? But the wall will stop him in his tracks. So Apule is going to be A-okay. Down to the last tick. Can they get the chop? No, they cannot. And Clover will come up on top. That was a close catch.
Oh, close catch indeed, especially for Apule. But going to be closer in the middle as they try to get Ardam. Ardam now tries to steal away any kill that he can. And yes, it will be given towards the side of Clover as they get one by one. Nika as well as Mano will be sacrificed.
Oh, mistakes has been made. SMOS SNE overextended that, and Clover was able to get the reset from the fountain immediately. Ardam goes in for the bait as well. Clears off the minions, doesn't lose out too much objectives, and that was huge coming from Clover, considering that they got the crit on towards Nika. That was very unfortunate. Meanwhile, here comes the Feather Strike from Vivi. TY going for the wall charge! He's gonna try and make an attempt on Vivi. Can he get the kill? Seems like the Winter Shot gets bait from Vivi! Survives! And there it is gonna be TY paying with his life. As SMOS SNE, they're making a run for it. As Ardam tries to pick him off. Unfortunately, will not get more as the Winter Trunket will be used from the side of SMOS SNE.
Oh, that was insane. Coming in from Vivi, managed to get away with murder, they call it. And now SMOS SNE just making those small mistakes, but it was necessary to go for Vivi, but then again, they couldn't find a way through.
Yeah, TY is pretty much the best initiator for the team. Unfortunately, the power spike has slowly dwindled down just because of how Clover is capitalizing the situation. They've got a lot of magic damage coming from SMOS SNE, but they are itemizing very well. Here comes the concealed play. They do catch up Ardam, but they can't seem to burst him down again from SMOS SNE, and they're making a run for it. Rafa zones them out, but Soleil getting poked up pretty hard. I don't think they want to fight this yet. TY finally joins the fight, and it seems to me not going to be able to capitalize too much about the situation, so they are going to play this safe for now, as the Lord is going to be pushing from the top side.
Oh, they're going to buy time at the bottom lane, and the Lord is just going to do his thing at the top.
Oh, Apule? No!
Oh, no! Oh, no! That's going to be a bad move as Apule will be taken out by Alice as well as TY.
Oh my goodness, that was Apule's mistake. That was really unfortunate, but seems like SMOS SNE, they are going to be dragging this game as long as they can, as the Lord is going to be pushing the top side. This time they've got to do it without the Clint available. SMOS SNE, however, makes a mistake. Oh no, Nika getting caught out. He's got the Wind of Nature, but he's not going to do too much against the Feathered Airstrike. So it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade-off. This is the prime time that Clover needs to actually close out the game. They're looking for a fight, but here comes Mano with the okay Shadow Kill to try and escape out of it all. But looks like he's going to buy a little bit more time. But they managed to defend against the Lord. They are going to be A-okay for now. Meanwhile, Clover is going to try and back off and go for the reset.
Oh, if only they had Apule, they could have pushed on. But unfortunately, Apule had to bump into SMOS SNE earlier on, and that gave them opportunity to still defend this, as now they try to take down the mid turret that's still standing. Yeah,
this is just so hard to play. And SMOS SNE, however, they've got all the time in the world to actually play this, but at the same time, they're just making too much mistakes. The marksman is just struggling to fight this. TY making a play with the wall charge. Unfortunately, can't seem to do too much. They've got immortalities, and this is the tanks that are just so hard to deal with coming from Clover. But TY still poking as much as he can, but there's only so much a Valentina can do in the later stage of the game.
Exactly, that's what their job is about, right? Two tanks sitting at the front, opening up space for his teammates, for people like Apule, for people like Vivi, especially to do burst damage from behind, and they are doing their job really well. We can see how much Feet is always at the front, just opening up the map, getting information for their teammates, and making those opening plays.
Yeah, it's crazy to see this. Like, are you sure these guys are all-stars? These guys are close to being pros. Like, the decision-making is just off the charts. What is going on? Immortality up on Poulet, but finally, this is go time for Che coming from SMOS SNE. Divine Glaive up on Sicilian. This is the big slap that I'm looking forward to as well, but do they have what it takes? Because Clover, I'm pretty sure in the itemization as well, they're going to be okay. However, if they caught out right here, things are not going to look good because TY goes for a wall shot, catches on the link, but they don't seem to have the damage to kill off Ardem. They go for a recoil as well, but the Rough Dryas connects on the dot. This big Sanguine Claw coming in from SMOS that catches them off, returns the favor, and this is the big slap that we're talking about.
Oh, without Solé, still not going to be a problem as they still have another tag. But then again, now we have Ardem as well getting a godlike kill, but being shut down by the side of TY.
Oh no, the wall block comes in. Great timing from Videl, y'all. Why? But they do manage to lose Ardem. That means SMOS SNE is up to grab for the loss. You can see Mano not even considering joining the fight. Immediately starts his work and towards the Lord. And Clover, I think they know this is happening as well. But Peter Yawai, he is going to focus on TY instead. They throw his body just for the objective and it's totally, absolutely worth it. Meanwhile, Pete is going to slowly pick away. War Charge runs away, but unfortunately, can he survive? He does have the immortality, but a great wall block again coming from him to stop SMOS SNE in his track. What am I watching?
Oh, Feed, his walls are just so on point. Either to save teammates, either as an offensive wall. Both of them really, really work for Feed. Really, really on point.
However, it's not over yet because SMOS SNE, they do steal off the purple buff away from the link. That means he is going to lose out a lot of this trade-offs later on. So this is going to be benefiting them a little bit more. But Wall here stops the Lord in his tracks to try and mess up the freeze laying space. But as of yet, I don't think it's not going to do too much because SMOS SNE is going to be in the vicinity. Niker does scout out Peter Yawai. He does have the immortality, but they are going for reset. But Ardem, he got Sanguine Claw. But looks like they are going to try to make a play as well. Mano from the back lines tries to chip them all, separates them. Meanwhile, the rest of the members from SMOS SNE will pick a fight at Solé. They get Solé, and this is exactly what they need. But they need to play this safe.
Oh, Alice now super, super low. Looks like
oh my god!
They almost got Alice. Alice still managed to get away, but Feed doesn't want to let it go. At the same time, TY will be hunted down by TY. Will be let go as they need to focus back on their base.
Oh, the minions are going to get a free inhibitor out of this from the empowered minions, but still, nevertheless, they still manage to prevent the GG push for now as Clover Ardem, great game sense as well, was able to catch Niker. That was huge. This marksman Popo Guba is not having a great time as well. Forced to buy a Athena shield to get a little bit more sustains coming from the Forza.
Oh, now we have Feed at the forefront again, trying to open up space, trying to get information where TY is at. But even if he does so, there's not enough backup for him. Just look at where the positioning of Ardem is at. He's currently at the bottom lane. They need Ardem together with them in order to win fights.
Yeah, the biggest threat here is pretty sure going to be the link coming from Clover. Like SMOS SNE, they understand that he has so much map presence, he has so much speed push potential. If they pick him off, it's going to be GG coming from Clover. And time again, they always try to focus him as much as they can. And the only one that can pretty much catch him is TY. And he's got to steal the wall charge first. But as of yet, review himself. Will he get the wall charge? He is still thinking about it. But it seems like he's still holding on to his IME yet. Niker, however, going to be getting caught out as well. He tries to make a turn to events, but they can't do it too much. But VV going to be the point of interest as well. The Koopa goes across the map, but unfortunately, they don't have the damage to fight this. TY steals the Winter, the feathered airstrike, but the Winter Trunker is going to keep him alive from the burst coming from the Tempest Blades.
Oh, everyone still survives from that fight. However, Feed is kind of low at this moment. Yes, he does have 2 lives, but then again, he doesn't want to take that risk. He immediately retreats himself because they need to consider as well, the minions might push in soon.
Yeah, this is so difficult, but they've baited out major spells so far from Clover. Winter Trunkus is down, everything is down, but unfortunately say Immortality is still in the park for Clover, so it's not over yet. So SMOS SNE, they cannot overextend it a little bit too much. They have to play this safe. Meanwhile, Better Extra has been expanded, but they're making a run for it as well. Niker down to his last health, does have the Tempest, Winds of Nature, but it's not going to do too good. He's going to get bursted down eventually. But as you can see, they're trying his best to actually go for the fight. TY stealing the Wrath of Nature will prevent this aggression, but they still have to peel through the Immortalities. It looks like this is going to be an opportunity as well. They peel through Soleil's, but can they finish them all? Unfortunately, the wall block comes in. It's going to stop them in this track, and that is going to be the full disengage coming from Clover.
Oh, but look what happened earlier on. Mano, he tried to push the mid lane, and that put pressure onto the side of Clover, forced them to retreat, regardless of whatever happens in the fight. And now they need to clear up their lanes again before they can pressure back. It's going to be a tough situation for Clover, despite them getting more kills than SMOS SNE.
Oh my goodness, this is a very, very difficult as well. It's all about peeling off Immortalities. It's all about peeling off for those Winter Trunking cooldowns. And as of yet, SMOS SNE, even though they played their best as they can, they've only lost their marksman. But I feel like the bigger trade here, Clover just came out on top. They were able to win their pickoffs. They were able to kill, retain their immortalities. They were able to make major spells out of this. And let's take a look at the real items real quick as well. Because right now, from the side of Clover, they've got 4 immortalities up on them. Whereas SMOS SNE has only got 2. So there's just such big emphasis on going for this kind of objectives. And if one mistake being made by SMOS SNE, that is pretty much it for them.
Yeah, we're currently at a stage where if anyone makes that mistake, that's it, right? And at the same time, you can see that Clover, they have a lot of kills. They can always win fights. They can always win those pickoffs, but unfortunately, they couldn't deal with the split push. And for the split push, we can see that the top turret, the middle turret has been taken. But now in the middle, they try to catch Mano, but Mano managed to get away. At the same time, at the top lane, just look at VV's position. VV's position seemed to try to look for another pickoff, but just waiting for the right moment. Feet will be the one in the profile, and now Feet might have overextended, and Feet will be taken out, but he has a second line immediately deleted from the map, and Feet goes down, but he tried to trade it off. Unfortunately, he couldn't be able to do so, as Apule will be at the forefront, and now the Lord might be taken by the side of Clover, but then again, Soleil must survive this, as Soleil is trying to tag on, and yes, being the tag, he has 50% health left after all of that.
Yeah, this is going to be a very, very difficult situation to be in as well. But as of yet,
Mano!
They are going to go for the push. But Mano, they are going to try and make a return fight coming in as they focus on the crystal. But somehow, they manage to come up on top. And SMOS SNE comes on the line and wins the game. We're jumping straight into game number 2. I think an issue with the players themselves, but it seems like it is going to be a-okay. It seems like Niker is giving the green light. Okay, we're going to continue. But now, we talked about the Bane before. During the group stages, Clover this time is going to be bringing in again, this time against SMOS SNE.
Yeah, okay, so super duper interesting. Let's see how does it work out. So Ardub this time playing a very, very different hero, which is a Bane. It's very, very different from his previous hero. So okay, let's see how is he going to adapt to this, as now we will see Pete, as usual, doing his own thing. Now that he has the ground, they know that they're going to repeat again the process of him trying to jungle in vain, but they got him stopped at his tracks at least. But Mano now kind of a little bit in trouble as he tries to get away. It's still very, very early for them to get that first blood. Not even a minute just yet, as Niker cuts off the lane, and Niker gets a full wave of minutes just like that. And Yawai, although he'll be able to get a stun onto Niker, but that's all that he can do. Not much damage yet, at least, and don't expect Feet to be the damage dealer as well. Obviously, more of a tank. And Niker is just going around, just being super duper annoying. From the top lane, now it goes to the middle lane, despite his 3 kills in the middle. But hey, it's not a problem for him, as now Feet is back up onto BB. And BB will have a better time now that Feet is together with him. But Niker is just being a nuisance again. Now he's going back onto the top lane, trying to put pressure onto Adam as well as Solid, together with backup from Alice as well as Cheche. By the bottom lane, we can see that Feet going up against 2, but then again, it seems tanky enough. The flicker will be used by Feet, but Feet will not be able to escape. Mano, as the first blood will be given by SMOS there at this time.
Yep, as of now, the fight is going to be happening as well. As you can see, this is going to be a little bit of an upper hand coming from SMOS SNE. Again, it seems like SMOS SNE does have the upper hand when it comes to early engagement, but Clover is that they are going to try and force the turtle issue. Here comes the big Bane clutch as well as the deadly catches Zodomov. Great timing as well. Mano going to be losing on the retribution timing, so that is going to be a little bit of small victory coming in from Clover, but looks like it's not over yet. They want to try and force the engagement. Look at this, Peter Yawai He's gonna go for the Fatal Link pull perhaps, but he is gonna pull 2 back, but there's no follow-up. VB just used all his spells to clear the mid, and that's just so unfortunate. They are gonna get caught out with the meteor shower, and just like that, they get picked apart. So unlucky with the timing. Oh my goodness.
And now Sole will try to get the turn, but then again, it's still very early. There's still protection on top, right? So it's not going to be a big deal just yet. And at the same time, you can see the first 3 kills given to the side of SMOS SNE. They do have the upper hand, at least for a start. And of course, with that 3 kills, it also awards them the amount of gold as well, about 1,000 ahead of Clover at this moment. And we're just only about 3 minutes into the game as well. As we can see here, Niker is standing at the front, but just opening some space, getting information of where the opponents from the side of Clover are at. But they will be putting a focus onto their next objective. The total is going to be up in about 40 more seconds. As we can see here, Fleet moves out to the middle lane. KJ together with Alice, they are standing together, but 3 of them for the side of Clover in the middle. They might go in for the dive as Apule still trying to defend his area, and the dive has happened, and Clover gets their first kill.
Agreed, but as of now, this is going to be a very, very difficult situation to be in, and it is just very difficult. TY, however, looking for a little bit of an ambush. Unfortunately, doesn't seem to be able to do too much just because of how the game sense coming from Clover as well when it comes to map awareness. But TY going for the flicker, not exactly sure what he's going to do about this, but VB are going to be out of position as well. But this is a Valentina we're talking about. He's going to be able to escape this, but I'm a little bit surprised. He does have the hard guard available. Looks like they are going to try and force a fight as well. Deadly Catch comes in. It is going to be the hard guard on Ardem looking to go for a big boy damage, but Che with the mini shower is going to scare him off. So he's going to respect this and back off as of yet. But it seems like there is going to be more fights happening available, but as you can see, this is going to be a game coming in. The retribution loss is going to be SMOS SNE's favor as they look to punish this, but I don't think he's going to do too much. But look at his Mano. Does he want to? But nope, he is going to back off for a little more objectives.
Okay, here we go. So at least the objective has been taken. And now Niker was the one that went down, about 4-2. But we can see that SMOS SNE, they do have an advantage in terms of a goal. Although it's not that big, but it's about 1,000. So it's going to be okay now. Now with them, we will be heading into the 5th minute. The turret energy will be dropped at this moment as Mano tries to go in alone onto Feet, but he's a tank. You don't want to be the one to engage onto him as he has teammates around him. BB as well as Arda. I'm going to give the backup, but now they're putting focus on the bottom lane as they see where exactly Niker is at. But Niker senses something. Senses a movement onto the bottom lane, backs out of the bottom lane, but the top lane we can see that small Sole. Now 3v1, it should be not taken down, but he just moves too fast that he cannot be taken down.
Agreed, but meanwhile bottom side as well, we do see Clover trying to make an exact play as well. Niker going for the wall charge to actually go in for the counter engagement, but unfortunately the wall charge damage is not enough to clear the minions, so that is going to be the minions secured by Apule. And that's the beauty of the Popo Koopa. If you leave this Popo Koopa alone in the lane rather and give him a free turret, he is going to be able to chunk through those turrets very easily.
So talking about chunking through turrets, I think the first one is going to happen very soon. As you can see, the top lane engagement. Now BB is kind of in trouble. BB tries to get away from this, but backup has arrived. BB will survive this, but the turret will not, as Alice will be hunted down by Popo and Koopa. Alice tries to get away, and yes, he will. No one gets sacrificed except for the turret at the top lane. And now we will see the next objective. The total will be up in about 5 more seconds. And it seems that SMOS SNE, they are ready for it. Ling is around the turtle. Turtle spawn and Ling will start on the turtle. Mano will be the man on the mission. But then again, on the side of Clover, they are on to the turtle. They know that Mano is currently there. They might try to want to steal it away. And looks like the turtle will be taken by Mano. And now they're trying to get more kills. Maybe with his next one to go down. In the middle lane, you can see that Apule super low. But Mano, can he secure the kill? Yes, he can.
Yep, and this is going to be very difficult to be in this situation as well. And it seems like based on this match itself, SMOS SNE, they're barely hanging on as well. But in terms of combat mechanics, I feel like Clover, they have a better one when it comes to teamfight, just because of how beautiful the Valentina is being table. But I like how SMOS SNE is taking advantage of that. Hey, this is how you play an Angela Link combo, right? when it comes to this kind of engagements, it's really, really difficult to run away. And you look at this, they're able to dominate so early in this game, but it all comes down to execution, right? Clover, it's a little bit difficult for them to actually catch a link just because of how they need to rely on the perfect catch or on the perfect burst to burst him down. But if they manage to do so, it's very difficult for SMOS SNE to take a 5v5 fight. They only need to stall and take the initial brunt burst coming from the link, and after that, everything is going to be in their favor.
Yeah, now I really want to what's their strategy to try to catch a link, but let's think about that in a little bit more as Nike almost taken down. Good thing he has backup from Cheche. And now at the forefront, could they be able to get Ling? BB, and yes they will. And Ling will secure that kill. Yawai now super low, and Ling will get another one, but double kill will be given to Cheche. And he tries to secure the kill onto Solé, but Solé is just tanky enough.
Yep, this is going to be a very, very difficult spot because right now Clover, they have to go in for the reset. They've lost a little bit too much members in SMOS SNE. They are going to try and get a little bit more turret for this as well. Guess what? Getting middle turret means they can't easily transition for the Lord. In case anything happens, Clover is not going to be able to do too much, but looks like they are slowly making their way through at the border tower as well. As you can see, Mano trying to make rotations coming from Clover to go down so they can immediately start the Lord. And you can see the rest of the teammates already on its way. Mano, however, needs to make a run for it. VV is there, but unfortunately, there's only so much can do. So that's going to be an easy lock coming from SMOS SNE unless Clover forces an engagement right now. Do they have time? I don't think they do. It seems like they're coming.
Will they? They might be able to do so, but unfortunately they cannot as Mano secures that kill onto the Lord. And now we can see here one by one, double kill awarded to Niker, and as well as double kill to TY. And now it's falling apart. Wipe out towards Clover.
Oh my goodness, that is so unlucky coming in from Clover. Oh my goodness, that is not something that we kind of expect to happen as well. But as of yet, this is the way to go as SMOS SNE looking to close out the game. They've got 10k net worth and they're running, and they might be actually closing out the game just like that. This is just so difficult to watch, but Clover, they're back online. They still want to fight this, and I don't know. This seems like a very difficult comeback game to be played if considering that how Clover is just so underfarmed as of yet.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the gap now. It's like 10k in terms of goal. At the same time, they have the Lord at the bottom lane putting pressure. They have all the lanes shoved in as well. SMOS SNE is currently in the driver's seat.
Yep, I definitely agree, but as of yet, you can see the Lord is going to be pushing down from bottom side as well, and just like that, the Lord is going to be knocking onto the crystal itself. Mano also chipping away the middle tower as well. They use the daily catch to zone them off. Vader Link pulls them back, but his drop is so low, but Solé now goes for right. Looks like they are going to be able to pick up Niker. Niker is going to be stranded as well.
Oh,
the
no,
hard guy is not going to be able to keep it too much. Meteor Shower not doing too much. Alice also going to be stranded. Flickers away, tries to make a run for it, and it's going to be A-OK, and it's going to be the redemption points that Clover needs. Getting Niker, getting TY, those are huge kills, and also economy swing for their team.
Unfortunately, Clover couldn't push any further as they need to put focus onto the minions onto the top lane, as well as the bottom lane is going to be pushing onto their turret, as they will need to reset themselves as well, because the next objective, the next Lord, will be up in about 16 more seconds. They need to be prepared for that.
Yep, I definitely agree. It seems like this is going to be the way to go. Purple buff comes in, and Mano, oh, you're all by yourself. This is not good. He goes for a dive. He might actually press around. Tempest Blade comes in. The Heart's Guard is also going to keep him alive, but fortunately for him, Cheche is in the vicinity to zone him off, and Clover, they have made a mistake. Goes for Rava Dryads, but unfortunately not going to be able to do too much as they completely run for their dear lives.
Oh, fortunately for him indeed, as his backup is there, and now with those a few kills on the Solé as well as speed, it could open up some opportunity for them to push in to the middle lane, as there's only about 30% more of the turret left. And now they're currently in. Niker's at the forefront, but Niker almost down, but Niker survives it.
Oh, great Fatal Links as well, pulls them back to get a trade. Apu Lei still alive, down to 1 HP. They've lost their main wave clearer, and that's going to be Ardem. And look at this, SMOS SNE, they're pushing them to the turrets. They get another one as well. TY, however, going to be a little bit of trouble as well. Feeder Yawai looking for the catch. Can he get him? Nope. Looks like does not want to over-engage as well. Weeby does have the Tempest of Blade on this Valentina. Needs to be careful. Needs to go for the big setup. But Clover, they're slowly picking up in terms of economy. But as of yet, it's not over yet. But SMOS SNE continuing with the aggression. Looks like they are not going to focus a lot. They are looking for a pickoff, and Clover, they're a little bit afraid to go for the push. But it seems like Beat will be opening on the map. They do scout this out for now.
Oh, Nike at the forefront as well, opening up the map, but then again they get the catch onto Beat, and Beat goes down!
No, Vivi tried to go for the burst on the Beatrix, unfortunately messed up the timing of the Tempest Blade, immediately gets bursted down, and just like that, SMOS there is going to focus on the Lord, and Clover, they're just losing out so much in terms of their economy and objectives, and just like that, SMOS there, they are going to come over on top. Big major item purchases as well. Winter Trunkin, Blade of Despair, sorry, not Blade of Despair, Blade of Heptasis as well coming from Niker means more overall CC damage, and Clover, I don't know how they're going to be able to defend this. Our damage is close to 15, so this is going to be a big void damage coming from the rain very, very soon.
I mean, this is super tough, right? The moment the Lord shows up and starts to knock on the door, they can just put focus on the top lane and take that turret down, and that means that they have absolute entrance into Clover's base, and from then on it's going to be super tough for Clover. And that gold gap as well is about 10k difference, not to mention the kill gap is significant as well. Clover, they need to win the fight in their base. That's their only option.
Agree, but here comes the zoning coming with the Beatrix as well. The Lord is going to be following in, but seems like Clover, they are going to lure the Lord up top, trying to lose the inhibitor rather than contest the turret. They're having to go all out. Deadly catch match is a big one. The Fatal Link comes in. SMOS there. They're taking a bit too much damage, but they cannot focus the minions. They cannot focus on the crystals. Just like that, SMOS there walked into the biggest wombo combo in their lives.
Oh, Clover just got themselves a second chance now. Now that they got Niker together with TY, and now they just need to defend. They need to shove off the wave. But with this currently happening, that means they don't have an opportunity to come out of their base. When are they going to come out if they need to continue to shove it out?
Yeah, this is so difficult to play, and oh my goodness, you hate to see what this is happening as well, because Clover is just having a very hard time, but because of that play, they might have just saved their tournament lives just like that for a brief moment, because SMOS SNE right now, they are struggling to find the damage. They don't exactly have the burst anymore, just because they're relying on the Beatrix, they're relying on the Tempest with Bloods, but eventually, coming to this game, they will have the items to tank through all this initial burst.
Now, I think SMOS SNE, because they are in the driver's seat, they know that they have the advantage. All they need to do is not to get wiped out. So they're going to play this a little bit more safely. They're going to try to get the next objective, but Cheche might be picked off.
Oh no.
Cheche now in trouble. Cheche will be shot down.
Big catch coming in from that. Heartsguard are going to be completely whiffing the bars, but not doing too much. Deadly catch will be expanded as well. But VB now getting dived on. 5-win Tempest Blade, but Mano doesn't have the damage to do so. He is going to get chunked away as Ardam looking for some big boy damage. And this is the bait that we have been talking for a very long time, and look at this. It's gonna start hitting really hard as well. TY looking for the one-shot combo. Goes to attempt on Ardem, but guess what? He's gonna get caught off. TY, he needs to make a run for it. He sidesteps his way through, but he gets Shane CC, and Abule will catch him off guard, and just like that, they lose the fight, and now the rest of the members of SMOS there is gonna get kicked off, and that is gonna be a reverse wipeout coming from Clover.
TY, what just happened? What did you do? I mean, come on, man. It's a 1v5 or a 2v5 at most, and he just gave that away.
Oh my god, he tried to go for the one shot. He thought he had a lot of damage to shut down this Bane. The shotgun was smart, but what happened was that he flickered forward. He got one shot in. He could not transition for the next combo because immediately Apule went for the counter engagement. The stuns comes in. Feeder Yawa was able to chain stun him as well, and because of that, it was just completely shut down. Just so unlucky in that trade-off. Very bold decision though.
Very bold, and well, not that beautiful, unfortunately. You have at least 3 tank-ish heroes on the side of Clover, and you decide to go in for it. But now Mano tries to make it up as Mano tries to solo push on the top lane, but now he's being caught out by Feet, but Feet can't really do much.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness!
But could he do it? Feet 1v1 against Mano. He could win this, but Mano counters back on the Feet, but now with the help of the turret, Feet will survive.
No! He actually died. He thought he got the kill. All the turret damage was able to keep him up. This is a mistake from SMOS SNE. They thought they counted on top. Great plays coming from Peter Yawai, and now RDM gonna get another kill out of top of the wall. Clover is back in the game. The biggest comeback lead I've ever seen in my history of watching MLBB. What, 12k deficit? Now 50-50 after 3 consecutive victory fights coming from Clover.
What? That was insane. How did they win? I mean, come on, man. It's against a Ling, and you don't disrespect a Ling like that. And this could open up a lot of opportunity. They're taking out turret after turret. Now the top turret will be taken down by Clover. Clover might get a second top turret. There's still enough time. At the same time, on the middle, the fight is happening. And trying to take down Niker. Niker now down to 50% health, but yet again, he has 2 lives. You don't want to overcommit onto Niker.
Okay, back up, guys. SMOS SNE, they've got to respect them now because Clover, they were pretty underfarmed. Now, not anymore. No. They cannot afford to play some YOLO plays again. They've got to play as a team. And based on this 50-50 matchup composition right now, they don't seem to have enough damage to chunk through, like you said, the front line tanks. The back peel as well, coming from the Link is starting to wear off as well. And Clover, they have the immortalities to sustain through the fights as long as they want. This is a very risky play. You can see SMOS SNE, they're a little bit hesitant to actually commit the fight as well. They're sending out Mano for the split push to hopefully try to make the miracle split push again. But is it gonna happen though?
Okay, he can try, but then again, Clover, they'll be like, nope, we did that. We know how to do it. That means we know how to deal with it as well. And not much opportunity for Mano. Yes, he got the top turret, but he couldn't shove the minion wave in. As Solly as well as Arnav tries to hunt him down, but then again, we all know that a Link is super mobile. It's impossible for them to catch him.
Yep, 20 seconds left on the clock as well. Nope, apparently the Lord has been spawned, but it looks like they are going to try and force a desperate situation as well. SMOS SNE, they need to make a run for his ball. Clover, they finally catch him as well. They need to catches him off guard, but they need to make a run as well. Peter Yawai will be able to pull back the ground. Niker is going to be focused on as well. Ooh. Great catch coming for him. And the AoE CCs coming from BT is not going to be enough to chunk them now. They lose Niker. They need to make a run for it. And this time, the Lord is going to be out for grabs. And Clover, they still have those immortalities available.
Oh, Niker currently down. This could be opportunity for Clover to get the Lord.
TY.
But is going for the back leg.
Oh no, TY, he needs to make a run for it as well. Daily catches him up, but no, he pops the Winter Drunken. He's out of position. He's gonna get focused off. That is a mistake. And now the meteor shower with the counter engagement is not gonna be able to do too much. Oh no, TY was a little bit afraid with the Winter Drunken, and because of that, now Clover knocking into the bases of SMOS there. They're making the biggest comeback in history, and they've done it. They're dragging it to his game. Number 3, we get to see it right here, right now. It all happens when it comes to what's it called? Their itemizations. Is it building for golden staff, or are they gonna go for the bursty style? But without further ado, we're gonna be jumping straight into what's game number 3, the final decider match of who is gonna be our next final grand finalist for tomorrow to face up against Team Never Win.
Oh man, a decider match. It's always super interesting. So now, let's see, as probably the first one could be given onto the other side. So it could be Niker going down, but Niker, nope, still survives it. Not a problem. I mean, Feet, yes, we did see a 1v1 versus thing and it didn't work out, but well, it's still very early in this game. It's still level 1, level 2, so it's fine.
Niker, this is toxic, man. Like, look at this. Niker just going in, you know, comes out scot-free, absolutely nothing you can do. Best part is Niker's got the sprint, so it's not going to be an easy thing to actually harass. As of yet, Niker doing a fantastic job. They're calling the Rafaela, going for a little bit more harassment as apparently they are going to be able to find a little bit more room to work with. BB, however, going to be on the mid lane against Che. It seems like BB is going to be winning out the matchup in the middle lane.
Okay, so Niker is not comfortable on his lane at least. So Gotta hope that they go away, open up space onto the other side, because you can see that the top lane now it's being controlled by TY, and TY is the one that has a lot of space.
Yeah, I definitely agree. This seems to be a very difficult situation to be in coming in from them. But as of yet, it seems like there is going to be a little bit more engagements coming in. As you can see, Mano going to be running for his dear life. Doesn't have the purple buff. VB looking for a fight. He's going to take a little bit too much damage, and that's not looking good. He's going to be able to escape this, but he is going to be in a lot of pressure coming from them. But look at this. They are going to try and force a fight. So SMOS SNE on the red side is going to play this a little bit risky, but the turtle from the side of Clover is going to be on its way.
Oh, check this out. They try to steal the buff away. But
break Holy Baptism.
Nice on the Mano, and Mano looks like he still survives, but the turtle will be taken out.
Oh no, he loses the purple buff as well from Mano. That is great zonings coming from Team Clover to aggress that, and because of that play, the Holy Baptism steal from VV was just able to oppress them. So that was a huge play coming from him. Meanwhile, here comes TY. That's going to be the harassments coming in, but this is a Popo Kuba in the early stages game. This is not exactly that super scary, but Yawai going to be able to stall them in this track. So that's going to be a little bit of reset. Meanwhile, all this stall is happening on the top side. We do see Apule getting a decent amount of chunks onto his gold platings on the tier 1.
Oh yeah, Apule taking advantage of the absence from the other side. And now Apule back onto the lane, but then again TY together with Alice. Apule cannot overcommit. I guess he knows, he has information that there's a rotation made by two of his opponents. So he's going to chill for now as he gets back up from Ardam.
Oh, looks like here comes the Phantom Link and the Deadly Catch. They're going to be focusing on TY. TY is going to get focused down. That's going to be a first blood on towards Ardam. As SMOS there, they have to be a little bit careful, but looks like they are going to try and go commit as well as Mano tries to make something work. Unfortunately, doesn't have the energy to continue to do so just because of the purple buff being stolen early on. This is not looking good for him. Manika, however, dropping a little bit low, but this is going to mash out we're talking about. So he's going to be able to sustain through the lanes, gets another HP bar in the final tick, and he's going to be A-okay.
Yeah, he's going to be fine for now. Definitely, Masha is super, I would say, independent. He can stay on the lane alone for a long time, but Apule in trouble, almost at the last tick of help.
Great sprint coming in, but looks like there's going to be a force fight coming in as well. Deadly Catch comes in. Unfortunately, will be whiffing coming from Ardam. Meanwhile, the rest of SMOS there, they're going to try and re-engage this. They manage to catch on Ardam, and that's huge. Final Link comes in, catches on towards Cheche, but unfortunately, not that should be all, but as of yet, that is going to be a punish coming from SMOS SNE as they get the kill. Mano now down to his last health. He's actually going for the turtle. This is risky. Oh my goodness, what is he thinking? He's going to make a run for it. Temple Blade comes in, but Vivi, can he get a kill? And he gets the kill, and that is going to be Vivi punishing that overly aggressive jungle, the greedy ones, but Niker is still alive. He wants to fight him off. He gets the charm and takes the carrier apart, and that is going to be the comeback that SMOS SNE needs.
He kind of overcommitted onto the turtle. He should have just backed out the moment he sees BB coming in, but then again it was too late for him as BB comes in, takes him down. Man, he should have just backed out there.
Oh, very slow one indeed. Very unfortunate, unlucky. But Team Clover, on the blue side, they are going to be able to play this a little bit safer now, but at the same time, Ardam, he's doing a fantastic job keeping up in terms of economy with this Link who's currently struggling throughout the entirety of the fight. He's under-leveled as well from Mano, who's like one level behind Ardam. It's not an ending of the world yet, but it's still very concerning for now.
Oh, just look at the top lane, and now Nika together with SMOS SNE, they're just gonna chill at the top, just putting pressure, opening up space by the bottom lane. We can see that TY is going to go up against Speed together with Arda, but yes, SMOS SNE together with Alice as a backup. BB is going to go in for the jungle invade.
Yup, and now here comes the Holy Baptism, connects on BB, and he's going to be able to use Tempest Blade to sidestep his way through. Breakout play coming in. However, here comes the re-engagement. TY won't get the easy pickoff as the Popo Kuba times up really nice. However, he's looking for a little bit too much. This is going to be a very greedy play, but they need to find a way to deal with this double tank composition, which is very tanky to deal with. Demon Hunter Sword purchase might be a good option for the Popo and Koopa. However, his Masha continues to be obnoxious as he can to try for the split push potential. Niker is on 2-on-1 on the Masha. Meanwhile, the Blade of Despair purchase on TY is available.
Yeah, they have a double tank composition. On top of that, they have a carry that has a huge burst damage potential towards the late game, especially. So they need to find a way to deal with when it reaches that stage as well. So there's two things that they need to think of on how to deal with. But at the same time, pressure onto the mid lane as Vivi tries to get that mid turret, but it's not going to be as easy as Che together with Alice is going to defend it.
Yeah, this is going to be a difficult one. Apule level 8, farming very efficiently as well. So that's going to be a little bit of BBC coming from Clover. Meanwhile, SMOS SNE, they still have a long way to go. Niker's got the Sky Garden helmet, so that's going to be a big purchase coming from the Marsha. However, can he do a little bit too much? Because we do see mid presence coming in. Niker is getting harassed by Soleil, but what can a Hylos do? Not that much apparently for now, but Alice gonna get caught off, forces a flicker. As you can see, there's gonna be Niker baiting out. He's got 3 health bars, but is it gonna be able to contest? Nope, they will not, and that's gonna be a turtle buff secured by Clover. Hadori's Prophet comes in, they are gonna catch Alice, and that should be all. Che gonna be able to escape the brunt of it all. So that's going to be the disengagement coming in. Meanwhile, SMOS SNE also going to be cutting the creep waves to try and make a little bit more plays out of the situation. Niker going to be okay for now.
Yeah, definitely not going to overcommit onto Niker. He's tanky, he has mobility as well, able to run away fairly quickly, and you don't want to go all out onto him, but if you want to go, you got to get back out, and it's going to be 3-on-1, but Niker managed to get away somehow.
Yeah, Niker makes a run for it as well. Mano tries to make a little bit more play. Doesn't have the energy to do so. He is going to try and show his face, but seeing that so many members, he's going to make a run for it. Niker, however, sprinting away, getting his HP bar. Seems like there is going to be a trade-off coming from SMOS SNE. They try to get middle turret. They won't get it, but a Fatal Links is going to catch off TY as he gets bursted down.
Oh, that's another kill there, given the side of Clover. And TY now losing his own life. But then again, the gap is still not too far. It's about 2k when it comes to goals. But then again, the middle turret will be taken out by Niker, 1v2.
Agreed. Niker is still having a fun time here. Middle turret from the side of SMOS SNE is going to be taken down middle. Alice needs to back off, but over. They are looking to get a little bit more map presence. Look at this. They're setting up for the purple buff to deny the Ling, the purple buff. Or they try and make a Tempest Niker, but seems like they are going to be split off as well as Vivi is going to get caught out, uses Tempest Blade, but won't get burst down. And now this tier 2 is dropping very low. Arden pops his daily catch as well. They focus in round. Fataling misses the mark, but it is going to do some big boy damage. Arden with the turtle buff drops him low. Che sidesteps his way through, but survives it all. Unfortunately, the sacrificial lamb will be the Alice instead, but it is definitely worth it because they are getting bodies as a trade. Mano getting the purple buff now, looking for the 1v1 fights, but doesn't want to risk it. He's learned his lesson from the previous game.
Oh, a lot of worthy trades there earlier on at the bottom lane. We saw that Soleil managed to get a double kill before sacrificing himself as well. So it's going to be okay. It's going to be a good trade there, 2 for 1 life. Definitely well worth it. At the same time, just open up space for them to take the Lord, and it should be okay. But now we have the Marsha Niker coming in.
They've got the force the issue. Niker is a little bit slowed up. The Lord is going to be grabbed off as Clover will secure it. Mano, however, going to be learning, using the same tactic from game 1 and 2 as he goes for the split push. The rat he is, gets a tier 2 up top. But was it worth it? Because now, with the first Lord in the hands of Clover, Clover is going to be looking to go in for the oppressive plays.
Oh, they're waiting for the right moment. Is Vivi going to commit towards the mid? But no, Vivi is not going to do that. As he senses something's wrong, it's just too quiet. You know, in horror movies, if it goes quiet, a jump scare is going to happen.
Speaking of jump scares, guess what? Clover, they're setting up for themselves as well. So Soleil is going to be revealing himself to push for the top, upper tier 2. And it seems like they will get the tier 2 if this keeps up, but SMOS SNE is still hoping for the big catch, and unfortunately they don't seem to see him. Ardem's making his way down middle. He might actually get caught up. Meanwhile, on the top side as well, Mano baits a fight. Tempest Blade comes away. He's going to be able to back off. The rest of the team Clover are here, and so is going to be SMOS SNE as they go in for the fight. But Fatal Link catches on two. They blow up Che, and they are going to continue with the fight. Unfortunately, say there's only so much they can do. They lose the mage, but they take a little bit too much damage through that fight themselves. As you can see, Mano looking for the purple buff. He secures it, but he's going to die through the Paladin of Fear. The Terrorfight comes in, and he's going to be picked off. Oh, that is so unlucky.
Oh, and they just need to continue to buy time as the Lord will push in onto the bottom lane. At the same time, we can see that Ardam will be pushing onto the middle lane. They're going in for the split push right now. The minions doing their own job at the top, and now the turret will be taken down. Now it's down to the inhibitor turrets.
Yep, and now Niker is going to be using his body to defend against it. He is going to be A-okay, but somehow in the middle lane as well, we do see a trade-off with TY catching us Vivi. That is huge. Without the Valentina, there's not much they can do. But you can see Clover, they're hesitant and go for the commitment, and a beautiful defense coming from SMOS SNE.
Ooh, at the bottom lane, the Lord has been taken down, but then again, now it's reset time for Clover. They've done all they needed to do. Just need to wait for the next 50 seconds till the next objective is up, and they might focus on the Lord instead.
Yeah, this is just... Oh, you hate to see it, but it's still as close as this get. Clover is only 4k ahead compared to SMOS SNE. As SMOS SNE, they're trying their best to actually make a comeback, but slowly but surely, I think the biggest threat right now coming from Clover is how do they quickly kill Niker? They've got a carry. It's going to be able to do a lot of damage, but if Apule gets picked up from the get-go, it's going to be very, very difficult to do so. SMOS SNE, they have a rough idea on what they need to do, but here comes the ambush, if you think about it. But Niker, if this game drags on long by, I believe he does have one-shot capability against the carry.
Oh, okay, that's really, really scary as well, because we would think the same for a carry. But let's see if that happens as they now put pressure onto Mano. Mano, we chased down everyone onto Mano, but Mano, we know a Link, he's super mobile. You're not going to catch a Link that easy.
Yep, without the deadly catch, they are going to be in a little bit of trouble as well, because SMOS SNE, they are looking to force the fight. Clover doesn't have big ultimates as well, but the Lord is going to be going for the fight. Niker opening the body. Who's going to get the Tempest Blade? It's like it is going to be stolen by Clover themselves as they try to go for the oppression. SMOS SNE, they are in a little bit of trouble. They get pulled back by the Fatal Links, and Clover, they are able to get up 2 players in the back, and that's going to be the daily catch scaring them off. Niker dropping to the second bar HP. Apule making a little bit of work as well. The disarm comes in, but there's only so much he can do. He goes for the sprint, and he's going to be A-okay, and that is just the beauty of Masha. Just so tanky and hard to kill.
Oh, that's what we talk about Masha, right? Tanky, hard to kill because of the level of mobility that he has. But now we can see the Lord together with the entire Clover team. They are trying to finish up this game from the middle lane.
This might be GG. Che sidesteps his way through, he flickers his way through, but guess what? The Crystal is going to be overexposed as well, but Clover trying to make the play as well. But Showdown, they throw in for the clear, but can they finish him off? I don't think they can, but it seems like they managed to defend against this, and Clover, they are going to drop the ball, but still like SMOS SNE, they're trying to do their lives. They still have Alice, they still have TY, but the Crystal still survives. The inhibitor is going to be out for grabs by Clover. They're going for the bush, and here he goes. GGW play, and that is going to be Clover coming up on top with a reverse 2-0 sweep. Wow.